All right, so this is a story about a road trip to get a piece of cake. All right, so it's 8 o'clock in the morning, and we are leaving our house in Tampa to drive a little over an hour to Orlando, because apparently there is a piece of cake there that my wife wants, and you can only get on the weekends in February. But first,
mocha with raspberry.
Yes.
Then we're doing his famous flat white.
yes.
Correct? Anything else?
I think that'll do it.
Awesome.
I know, that's what I said.
Yeah.
We're going to Orlando for cake.
Cake.
Not a bad thing.
I know.
What kind of cake?
It's called the Eternal Flame.
Okay.
It's dark chocolate. It's got cinnamon in it. It's got chili pepper in it. So
Sounds
they only
amazing.
sell it on the weekends in February. So we're like, we gotta go.
Yeah, why not? Have a good trip, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.
So let me tell you about this Eternal Flame cake. It's from a place called Gideon's Bakehouse, and they are a little shop in Orlando, and now they have 2 locations. This Eternal Flame cake is a special concoction that they only release during the month of February. Let me tell you what's in it. This is from their website. It's a 3-layer chocolate cake covered in 2 full layers of buttercream. The inner layer is a classic cherry buttercream that perfectly complements an outer layer of rich, dark chocolate fudge buttercream flavored with our ancho, cayenne, and cinnamon spice. For that added crunch, we've covered the exterior with dark chocolate cookie wafer crumbs. I mean, what's not to like? So, yeah, we're driving to Orlando to get a slice of this cake. They're also known for their famous cookies, which we'll talk about later. But for now, we're in search of cake.
Standby line is closed for Gideon's at the moment. We're doing our virtual queue. If you would like to sign up for a virtual queue, on the right-hand side, my friend Cameron up there, he's taking the names and numbers.
All right, so let me explain what's going on. There is a line, a long line, and so they've stopped allowing people to stand in line, and they set up a virtual queue where you check in and then they text you in the order that you check in and let you know that you can go get in line again to actually get into Gideon's. So, yeah. So it's not all bad, because now we're not tethered to a line. We can go do what any self-respecting American family would do. Shop. And I'm actually very excited about this, because I've been trying to talk my wife into upgrading these Oakleys she's had for like 20 years, and finally I think today is the day. These purpley custom paint Oakleys have finally tempted her enough to upgrade. So Disney Springs is actually quite cool because it's got all the high-end Disney-themed shops that you would expect to find in a Disney theme park, but without having to go inside and pay to be in a Disney theme park. So yeah, they took some more of our money today while we wait for our opportunity to stand in line for a piece of cake. So the upside of a virtual line is that you don't have to stand in line. You can go do other things like shop. The downside is, well, they're probably selling out of cake and we want to get there before they sell out. So if you're gonna make a trip to Gideon's, go early, because they will sell out of certain things. And then we got the text. You can tell how excited my wife is to get her piece of cake as we rush back to Gideon's. And while we stand in line, we scour the website to figure out what it is we want once we get in there. And I'll be honest with you, I had no idea what to expect, and this actually kind of blew me away. So I hope this is as exciting for you on video as it was for us to be there in person. So it was a lot smaller inside than I expected, but super cool. Like, it was dark, and then there was this red lighting and a very sort of eclectic theme. So the Gideon's theme is built upon this book that the owner found that was published in 1898 about this young boy who had dreams of becoming a baker, and it's built around this mysterious Victorian era bakehouse that is full of mystery and wonder. So in the end, we were able to get the cake and the cookie choices that we wanted. The only thing we weren't able to get were the Gideon's bites, but that's okay. And these cookies, well, more on that later. So with Jill now protecting her package like it's got nuclear launch codes or something, we decide to go find lunch, of course some shopping along the way. We found this neat little Mexican restaurant that was kind of tasty, a bit expensive, but good food. So we rounded off the afternoon with, yeah, you guessed it, more shopping. I will say, Disney Springs is kind of a cool little place. You can definitely spend some time here just checking out all the different shops. It's a really cool outdoor mall. Because it wasn't super warm that day, we did have an opportunity to spend some time looking around, but eventually we needed to get our special cargo home. So we weren't hanging out for very much longer before we hit the road to get back home. Jill said goodbye to her dad, who bought us lunch. Thanks, Dad. And then once we got home, we were able to really take a good look at our loot.
Yum, so we can't wait to dig into this. It was only available Saturdays and Sundays in February, and we were running out of time to go get it, so we did it today.
All right, you gonna have the first bite?
Okay, I'm gonna pick the most perfect bite. Actually, probably down here on the end looks pretty good. It looks like I'm gonna get a little bit of everything. Not as much frosting as I would like down here, but I'll figure it out.
You can take it off the top. Nobody will shame you.
I want some of everything. Mmm.
Is it everything you dreamt it would be?
Mm-hmm. Catching a little bit of that cayenne in there. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Got some heat to it?
Got a little bit of spiciness to it, so.
I know you love spicy stuff. She goes for the water. Jill does not like spicy food, so.
But this isn't that kind of spicy.
But you're sensitive to heat. That there's good cake.
Was it worth the hour ride up there?
I mean, I'll say I was skeptical when you said we were going to Orlando for cake. But this is pretty darn good. So. Oh yeah, you do get a little tingle. Are you sure it's cayenne in this?
Mm-hmm.
Or are we making this up?
Yep, that's what the information said.
So we should do the cookies too.
Like, I just really want to eat cake.
Let them eat cake. Now, how expensive was this piece of cake?
It was like $9.
$9 for a little box of heaven. Look at that. The cookies. Let's dig into the cookies.
Okay, Gideon's Bakehouse also has cookies. This is the pistachio toffee.
Wait, pistachio toffee? These are huge cookies.
It's a half a pound.
Half a pound cookie. That's mine, by the way.
And this one also is the Eternal Flame. This is the Eternal Flame cookie. So it's in a cake and it's in a cookie.
Cake, cookie. Half pound.
And this last one is the peanut butter crunch cookie.
Oh, is that all peanut butter chocolate chips? Peanut butter
chips, I think. Yep.
Wow. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
So what's our plan to consume these? You can share with the world.
We're just going to consume them a little bit at a time, and we'll break off. Probably make them in fourths and freeze the other third of them, and then we'll just eat them over time. Because it's way too much for us to eat in the next few days.
Spread that love out over a few months, probably.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, but this guy's probably not going to last long, so